Dare I say that the Afrobeat sound was actually a Kenyan sound. But I feel like the rest of Africa, especially West Africa, was more confident in our sound than ourselves. That's my personal opinion. Hi, my name is Fakii Liwali. I'm a creative executive producer, talent manager, filmmaker, and I'm here for the Johnny Walker Afro Exchange Creative Summit.
Maybe tell us in brief, what is it all about?
So the Johnny Walker Africa Exchange Creative Summit is bringing together creatives from all over Africa to exchange ideas, to exchange experiences, and to learn from each other. And yeah. Oops.
Now, in your experience, what is the biggest challenge Kenyan musicians face in turning talent into sustainable careers?
The biggest challenge I feel Kenyan musicians face, but I have to give it up to them for really upping their game lately, is getting to understand the business side of music. In this day and age, it's not just enough to have the talent and to express yourself through your talent. It's also understanding the business side of your talent. What is it doing for you? What is it supposed to do for you? How do you get there? Yeah.
Basically, that's it. Tell me, Fakii, what makes Kenyan music and artists unique on the African and global stage as we head for the Afro Exchange Summit?
What makes Kenyan artists and music unique as we head into the Creative Summit, into the Afro Exchange Creative Summit, is the fact that we come from a background where we are very cosmopolitan. It's a blessing and a curse, allow me to say that. It's a blessing in that then we are able to talk to a lot more people, a lot bigger audience than many African countries. It's a curse in that we are then going and trying to fit into the space of the rest of the world, while ideally we should be showcasing ourselves to the world.
Is it that we're using other people's sound? We don't have our own sound? Do we really have Kenyan sound?
I believe we had a Kenyan sound back in the day, in the early 2000s, but because of our cosmopolitan nature, what we ended up doing was, I think we listened a bit too much to sounds from other parts of the world, that then we tried too hard to fit in. Dare I say that the Afrobeat sound was actually a Kenyan sound. But I feel like the rest of Africa, especially West Africa, was more confident in our sound than ourselves. That's my personal opinion.
Now, what needs to be done? You know, you coming on board as a manager, you have the experience. What needs to be done to help position our Kenyan music globally?
We have to invest a lot of time in studying the patterns out there in music distribution, in the audiences, what audiences are listening to, how the audiences get to hear music. We need to deep dive into data and understand, when we are done with the studio process, what happens next? What's the most efficient way for us to project our music to the most audiences and make the most money out of it?
Making the most money out of it, monetizing is very, very important. Now, Johnny Walker Afro Exchange Creative Summit coming up. I believe in collaboration. How will this help the Kenyan music, Kenyan industry in large?
I believe through the Johnny Walker Afro Exchange Creative Summit, we are going to get to a point where we'll be exposed to what other markets do, what other musicians, music business executives in other markets do, how they get their music to the world. We'll be able to listen to ideas, to listen to experiences and see what we can grab from them and bring it home.
Lastly, as we wind up this conversation, where are you seeing the Kenyan music, the wave, in the next few?
Where do I see Kenyan music, the next wave of Kenyan music? I'll be biased because I'll speak from the basis of the artist I work with, that is Nyashinski. I'm hoping that because of the bold move he's made with his latest album, where he's been able to experiment with sounds, with his music, and who he's targeting with his music, the hope is that it will inspire people, it will motivate other artists to take the next step in the way they do their music and project it further than our borders.
All right, Fakii. Yeah. Thank you so much for your time as well. Nimekumbushwa hapa kidogo showbiz ya Kenya ilianguka. Nakumbuka ile wakati yakina Chaguo Latinizi were there, you know, kulikuwa na real time showbiz.
Yes.
Siku hizi watu wameona kama ni kiki. Showbiz, what really happened to Kenyan showbiz and entertainment?
I think the same thing I said about where we lost our way in terms of our sound, where we were listening to too much quote unquote noise from outside, that became what was influencing our moves. But if we go back to the music and we make impactful music, we make music that connects to audiences, I believe we'll get back up.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, sir.